My name is Teacher Kaylee, and today I will be talking to you about my full-time job. So I work for SABC and VIPKid, but I will be only talking about VIPKid today because, in my opinion, you can't really do SABC full-time. But VIPKid, I definitely think you should give it a shot. Or I do know quite a few people that do this full-time, including me. So I guess the first tip is really to open up your slots because you're your own boss. So you decide, all right, so I'm going to work this time, this time, this time. And, it's essentially to work full-time at VIPKid. I guess it depends on what you consider full-time. Does it depend on your income, your hours, whatever? You're trying to make X amount. So I know some people consider 25 hours full-time. For me, full-time is 40 hours. So that means you're teaching 80 classes a week because each class is 25 minutes. So, and I believe whenever I did the math, if you work full-time, say 40 hours a week, I believe that would be roughly like 40,000 a year. So if you consider that full-time, great. If that's too little, I guess you have to work more. But I mean, it's definitely possible to get those full-time hours because they have many slots. Like they have, I think the peak times are great. You're probably definitely going to get those times if you go ahead and say yes to those. And they also have over the weekend. Basically, you can work all night if you really want to because it's just the different time zones. So that's my first tip, of course. Just open slots. It's nice and simple. You have to do it. And then also second would be just to make sure that you get as many certificates as possible. But I say that with a grain of salt, I guess, because you should get as many certificates as possible. But if you don't think you can teach a certain age group or a certain level, don't do it because you're gonna burn out very quickly. Because there are people that will do level 1, level 2, level 3, and maybe they just really don't like teaching level 1 because it's pre-VIP and you need a lot of energy for that. And some people love that. They love getting up and, whoa, really doing it, really working out, really like dancing with these kids, showing them blue. And that's really fun. And then they don't feel comfortable saying grammar because level 4, 5, and 6, you're teaching those kids grammar. They are learning things I forgot a long time ago. So you kind of have to educate yourself. So if you feel more comfortable with teaching little kids and that's fun, that's what you really want to do, then level 1 may be for you. And same with 2 and 3. Level 2 and 3, they're not really reading that much. But 4, 5, and 6, you have to know your grammar. You have to educate yourself. You have to really know how to talk to these kids. So yeah, that's a big thing. So that's my advice with being full-time too. Just don't burn yourself out too quickly because you decided that you want to get that level 1 certification or you want to get that level 6 certification that you just don't like those kids. Because some teachers, because the parents book you, the students book you. So if you're being booked, you can't really unbook them, you can't really cancel on them, and that's just it's not a route you want to go on. So I guess my advice for that is just choose the levels and students that will make you happy and not want to give up on this job. Because if you're teaching 80 classes a week, that's 80 different students usually. I mean, some of them book a couple times a week, but still that's 80 classes. And you're doing it at home, so it's really not terrible. Like, you're doing 80 classes, but you're teaching kids that you probably enjoy, otherwise you wouldn't be doing this. And you're doing it from the comfort of your home. You probably have the rest of the day afterwards. You can travel while doing this. Like, I say that you should just make it something that you enjoy. And then also you just really have to get those regulars. That's my third tip. Get those regulars because that's what really will make you at least feel secure because you're your own boss, You have to make sure that you get those regulars so that you have someone coming back constantly. Otherwise, it's not a very secure job and you're not going to get those 40 hours a week. You're not going to be able to pay your bills and that's scary. So get those regulars, make sure that, you're giving them all you got. And that's why you have to make sure that you're teaching the right level, because if you're not conversating with them properly for level 4, 5, and 6, or if you're not giving them the right amount of energy for level 1, 2, and 3, like, you're not, the kids aren't going to like you, the parents aren't going to like you, they're not going to keep booking you, and that's scary if this is your full-time job. This is, take it seriously. So definitely make sure to get those regulars and, avoid the burnout. And also make sure that and when I say take it seriously, also, like, make sure that your profile looks really good. Like, maybe spend that extra hour editing your video, or really dig into your bio and make sure that your photo looks beautiful, or just make yourself very attractive to these students and the students, the learning partner, and the parent, because you're selling yourself. Your profile is your product, so make sure that you just are a product that people want to buy, and you'll be able to do this full time. You'll be able to get those 80 classes. Just open those slots, do what makes you happy, make this something you love so it doesn't feel like work, and also just sell yourself properly. You are a product, you're your own boss, which is lovely, but it's also something to be kind of scared about because you're not guaranteed the amount that you need for your bills. So make sure that you're getting those regulars, you're on top of everything, and I mean, VIP Kid is definitely something you can do full time. I do ABC and VIP Kid full time. This is what I live off of. I pay all my bills. I'm an independent woman, so it's definitely doable, and I recommend it to everyone. I love what I do, and you will too. Do it full time, guys.